Over €9 million are about to fall out of nowhere into Real Madrid's bank account. And all because of a player you probably don't even remember existed. No, it's not a prank, and it's not oil money. It's pure, unexpected profit coming from a forgotten name. And get this, a Premier League club is preparing a €200 million offer for one of our most explosive players. Oh, and remember that young Brazilian who arrived with tons of hype? The truth is, he was practically out of the club this summer, but one unexpected detail blocked the deal.
And now?
Is he staying or leaving? There's a lot going on behind the scenes, brother. Let's dive into it. Before we go any further, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this is the real deal for anyone who lives and breathes Madridismo. Here we talk like real fans, with fire in our eyes and passion in our hearts. Subscribe now, because this video is just getting started. Manchester United wants to make a €200 million bid to try and take Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid. Yep, you heard that right, brother. 200 million. That would easily be the biggest deal in Real Madrid's history, surpassing any sale ever made before. Even big names like Cristiano Ronaldo and other legends who defined eras. That's enough cash to build a full team in half the clubs in Europe. According to the Spanish website Fichajes, United is desperate for a big name. They want to reshape their squad, bring in someone who doesn't just play ball, but sells shirts, fills stadiums, and carries the team on his back. And of course, everyone knows, right now, there's no one more electric, decisive, and marketable than Vinicius Jr. on the market. The Brazilian is a machine. A player who decides finals, humiliates defenders, grabs the ball, and gets it done. He's not just a baller, he's a global star with insane stats, trophies on the shelf, and the kind of stage presence that makes any defender tremble. But now comes the detail the English didn't expect: Vinicius doesn't want to leave. That's right. He knows Manchester United is going through a shaky period, far from competing for big titles, no guaranteed Champions League, with an unstable project, constant managerial changes, and promises that never come true. Meanwhile at Real Madrid, he already has it all: elite infrastructure, a passionate fanbase, a squad full of stars, and a project built around him, Mbappé, Bellingham, and the new generation set to dominate Europe for the next decade. Here, he's not just another guy, he's the main man, the reference, part of the club's current DNA. And more than that, the Ballon d'Or is within reach. Vinicius was a finalist last season, and with another high-level campaign, especially if Real Madrid lifts more trophies, he'll be right in the fight. Leaving now, for a team that doesn't even know if it'll play in the Champions League? That would be a step back. And he knows it. Besides, Florentino Perez himself has zero intention of selling. The club sees Vini as a key piece of the new era, and selling a player of this caliber in his prime would be a blow to the sporting project. And Florentino doesn't sell stars under pressure, let alone because of some English club's desperation. But even so, what this offer shows is something clear: the world is watching Real Madrid. Everyone wants a piece of our golden generation. Real is now a reference, a powerhouse, a model of management, youth development, and star-making. And seeing huge clubs begging to take our players is the biggest proof of that. If United wants to take Vini, they'll need more than just money. They'll have to offer a real project, trophies, prestige. And even then, I highly doubt he'd trade the Bernabeu for the chaos of Old Trafford. This one might catch a lot of people off guard, and to be honest, it might even make some fans genuinely worried. Because here's the thing, after Toni Kroos' farewell, everyone, absolutely everyone, thought Real Madrid was going to hit the market hard for a replacement. A new maestro. A new brain of the team. That guy who doesn't just keep the tempo, but conducts the game like a maestro with a baton, breaking lines with pinpoint passes, turning a simple play into a goal-scoring chance. But it's not going to happen. According to the respected Spanish newspaper AS, Real Madrid has made a final decision that many people didn't expect: they will not sign any midfielders this summer. That's right. You can forget about rumors, speculation, and those lists of potential targets. The club has already analyzed everything, swept through the European and global market, done scouting, statistics, video analysis, reports, and in the end came to the following conclusion: no one currently available has the technical, tactical, and mental level that the club demands to wear white in the midfield. Of course, names were considered. The strongest of them all? Rodri, from Manchester City. A beast of a player, complete, experienced, a winner of everything. But then comes the harsh reality: he suffered a serious knee injury, City wants to renew his contract, and he's not available at the moment. The result? Case closed. And this is where the most important point of this story comes in. Real Madrid has 100% confidence in its current squad. The board believes that the players who are already in the group have the potential to get the job done, even without Cruz. The club sees this new phase as a natural transition, not a desperate problem. One of the main focuses? Aurelien Tchouameni. The Frenchman is seen as a gem who still hasn't shown everything he can do. They believe he can grow a lot, especially now that he'll have more protagonism, more responsibility, and more minutes as a guaranteed starter. Another important name in this new plan is Arda Güler. Yes, the young Turkish kid who arrived with a promising status and who, little by little, is being shaped into a modern central midfielder. Someone who thinks fast, moves well, and has insane vision on the pitch. The coaching staff is betting big on him. They believe that Güler can soon become one of the team's playmakers. In other words, Real Madrid is not ignoring Cruz's departure. The club is building a new identity out of it. You might doubt it, you might think it's risky, you might miss a big name in the midfield, but one thing is certain, this club knows what it's doing. And if this new generation steps up with personality, we could be about to witness the birth of a new legendary midfield, like it was with Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro. Do you remember Miguel Gutierrez? Yeah, that left-back who was once called the future of Real Madrid's left side, and then disappeared, like black magic. He was sold to Girona, and a lot of people thought he was just another player who didn't make it. But now the guy is back in the news big time. According to Fabrizio Romano, Girona is finalizing the sale of Miguel Gutierrez to Napoli, from Italy's Serie A, for more than 18 million euros. Okay, but what does Real Madrid have to do with this? Turns out Real was smart at the time of the sale. The board included a clause for 50% of the next sale. That means with this deal now, we should pocket at least 9 million euros, without even lifting a finger. It's like finding money in the pocket of a winter coat you don't even wear anymore. And you know what's the craziest part of all this? Back then, a lot of fans were asking for Miguel to start because he offered more offensiveness than Mendy. But Ancelotti stood his ground, stuck with the Frenchman, and now the Frenchman has become the third option. Meanwhile, Miguel went on to shine elsewhere, and even so, we still profit. This shows the strength of our youth system. Even when we lose a player from the Cantera, we win. What other club can pull this off? Only Real Madrid. Now hold on to this bombshell. One of our Brazilian talents, one of the biggest prospects in world football, almost left the club without most of the fans even knowing. We're talking about Endrick Felipe. The young striker, who arrived at Real surrounded by high expectations and with a bright future ahead, was very close to being loaned out already this summer. The board's idea was clear: give him minutes and experience at another La Liga club, so he could adapt to Spanish football more smoothly. And the destination was pretty much set: Real Sociedad. According to information from Cadena Cope, the agreement between the clubs was nearly sealed back in July, while Real Madrid was competing in the Club World Cup. Everything was already in motion, just waiting on the final adjustments to the loan terms, when the unexpected happened: a thigh injury. An old muscle issue flared up again, and the transfer was immediately cancelled. Because of that, Endrick will remain in the Merengue squad, fully focusing on his physical recovery and looking for a real chance to prove himself. But this unexpected twist has stirred up a new controversy within the club. Could Gonzalo Garcia Torres end up being the one sacrificed because of it? Getafe is keeping a close eye and waiting until the last minutes of the transfer window to see if they can land Gonzalo on loan. It all depends on how Endrick's recovery progresses, Rodrigo's fitness and form, and of course, the offensive planning that Xabi Alonso and the coaching staff are mapping out for this season. It's the kind of domino effect only football can produce. A single injury completely changes the path of two players and still leaves the race wide open for Real Madrid's legendary number 9 shirt, which still doesn't have an official owner in this new era. Madridista family. This transfer market is wild, huh? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did Real make the right call trusting the current midfield? Would you have let Endrick go? And if it were up to you, would you accept 200 million for Vini? Oh, and of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Here it's all about real information, real opinions, and real passion, no fluff. Subscribe now, turn on the notification bell, and let's spread Madridismo around the world. See you in the next video. Hala Madrid.